Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing a fall look. I'm really excited. I saw inspiration for this look on Pinterest and I love black lipstick, but black lipstick is not an easy thing to wear. So when I saw a look kind of similar to this, I was like, oh my gosh, I need this in my life. And I decided to use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette because I love that palette and it's so versatile that I wanted to start creating some fall looks for you guys with it. So I created this look right here. If you guys want to see how to get it, just keep watching. I'm going to start off with priming my eyes using my Smashbox 24-hour shadow primer. I'm just going to use my finger and I'm going to apply this all over my lid from my lash line up to my brow bone. And like I said in the intro, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm first going to pick up Tempera, and I'm going to use this to set my entire lid space. And I'm using just a large lid brush. And the reason that you do this is so that all of the shadows you apply on top of this shadow are going to blend easier. So there's going to be no skipping and no harsh lines in your eye look. Next, picking up a Morphe R37 brush and a little bit of burnt orange. I'm going to pop this into the crease as my transition shade, just using windshield wiper motions back and forth. Then next, picking up a little bit of Realgar on that exact same brush, and I'm going to pop this right on top of burnt orange, but I'm also going to be taking this color a little bit lower into the crease. Then just taking a big, fluffy, clean brush, and I'm just going to blend everything out so that there are no harsh lines. Next, I'm going to be picking up a little bit of Love Letter on a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to put this right on top of Realgar, and then also going to concentrate that on the outer corner a little bit. Then picking up that same clean blending brush, and I'm just going to buff out everything again so there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to pick up a very tapered brush, and this is the Morphe M330, and I'm going to pick up Venetian Red, and I'm popping this directly into the crease because this is the color we are also using for the lid. Then going back in with that Morphe M433 and just going to buff any harsh lines out. Then I'm picking up a MAC 239 brush and that Venetian Red, and I'm going to be packing this all over my lid space. Then going back in with that Morphe M330 and buffing out the crease. Now I'm going to pick up a small detail brush, and this one is the Morphe M508 brush and a little bit of Primavera, and I'm using this to highlight my brow bone. Now I'm going to take the ColourPop gel liner in the color Swerve, and I'm going to create a wing. Now I am using a new brush. This brush I've never used for winged liner before, and my wing was not as easy as I'm used to. It took a little bit more work, but I wanted to keep this in because I wanted to show you guys that it's not always easy for me to get things right on the first try. There are things that I still struggle with. Winged liner is one of those things that is hard to get right, and if you don't have the right brush and the right product, it makes it even harder. So now I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe, and I'm just going to clean everything up to make my wing as crisp as I want it. Just really wanted to show you guys that it's okay to make mistakes and that not everybody is perfect. Now I'm going to go back in with that Morphe R37 brush and a little bit of burnt orange. I'm going to apply this on the upper part of my crease just to warm everything up a little bit. Now taking that same brush and a little bit of Cypress Umber, and I'm going to deepen up the outer corner just a little bit. Now moving on to the face, I'm going to be using my Cover FX Correct Click pens in Peach and Orange. Now I have been lately layering peach down first and then applying a little bit of the orange right on top of it. I feel like this has been counteracting my dark circles the best lately. Then just picking up a synthetic brush, and I'm just going to buff all of that out. You want to use very light pressure when you're working underneath the eyes, just so that you don't cause any fine lines or wrinkles. Then I noticed my camera stopped recording, so I used the Lumi cushion from L'Oreal for my foundation, And then I went in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealers in 01 and 02. And I used those underneath my eyes as well as down the center of my face. Now I'm just going to go in with a damp beauty blender and I'm going to pounce everything out. And again, you just want to be very careful with light pressure around your eyes just so that you're not causing any damage. Now I'm going to set my under eye area and I'm using my MAC Studio Fixed Pressed Powder in the color NW13. And I'm just going to press that in right underneath my eye. Then I'm going to drag it down the sides of my nose, and this is going to help with contouring my nose. Gonna really get rid of the shadows out on the side to make it appear thinner. Then I'm just going to dust it all the way underneath my eyes in the same area that I put the concealer, and then I'm also going to take it up and down the center of my face where I put my concealer. Then taking a large fluffy brush and the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder, and I'm going to use this to set the rest of my face. I've been really loving the finish that this powder has been giving me. It's just giving such an airbrushed look that I'm really liking. Then taking an angled brush and a little bit of NARS Laguna bronzer, I'm going to use this to contour and bronze my face. So I'm going to start with chiseling out those cheekbones and then adding a little bit to the cheek area. Then I'm going to bring it up onto the forehead and the temple area, and then down along the jawline. Now I'm taking an angled shadow brush and I'm going to use this to contour my nose. Again, I like my nose to be very slim. Then I'm going to take a little bit of my Coty Airspun and a flat contour brush, and I'm going to bake underneath my contour. And the reason I'm doing this is you can see that the front half of my contour got a little bit messy, so I really wanted to clean that up. And then I also apply it on my parentheses because that is the only place on me that tends to crease throughout the day. So I'm going to rock my Fu Manchu for the rest of this tutorial. Then I'm taking a NARS blush, and I don't know the name of this one. I got it for the VIB Rouge, so I will put the name of that in the bottom bar. Now I'm going to be applying some eyeliner in my waterline, and I'm using my Marc Jacobs black eyeliner. I just feel like this eyeliner has lasted the longest in my waterline, and I've tried a few different kinds, and my eyes are kind of sensitive, and this really just doesn't bug them. Now for my drop shadow, I'm going to be picking up a little bit of Venetian Red on a Morphe M431 brush, and I'm going to be applying this along the entire lower lash line. Now I'm taking, which has become my ultimate favorite brush, I'm pretty obsessed with this little thing, and it is a Luxie 237 brush, and picking up a little bit of burnt orange, and I'm going to use this to buff out that bottom shadow. I feel like this brush is just amazing for that because you can do it and it just diffuses everything because it's a very light brush. It's not densely packed, but I'm obsessed with this little thing. Then I'm going to be taking a Morphe E36 brush and a little bit of Primavera, and I'm going to be using this to highlight my inner corner, then once again going back in with that Luxie brush just to buff everything out so there's no harsh lines whatsoever. Now I'm going to be taking Jeffree Star's Skin Frost in Peach Goddess on a fan brush, and I'm going to apply this basically all over my cheek area. I have been doing this little combo for a while now, and I just use this kind of as a highlighter but also as like a blush topper because if we're being honest, I want to glow everywhere that's humanly possible, so I apply this pretty much everywhere on my face. Then I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and I'm just going to buff out my contour on my nose because it was a little too harsh for me. Now I'm taking Jeffree Star's Ice Cold on a smaller highlighting brush, and I'm going to apply this on the highest point of my cheek as well as up towards my temple just a little bit. And again, I really love this combo. I feel like it's extremely blinding, which is what I'm going for as always. Then I'm going to dust a little bit on my nose, and I did realize it was a little too much, so tried to blend that out. Then I'm going to take it above the brows for a little bit of a lift. And then we take it on the Cupid's bow, and I like to load it up there, give myself a little highlighter mustache, and then a little bit on the chin. Then I'm taking a clean, fluffy brush and just going to dust off all of that baking. Now I'm going to go with the Tarteist Lash Paint Mascara, and I'm going to coat my lashes. I like to coat the underneath and the top side of them to really make sure they're as black as possible. Then I'm also going to go over that with the roller lash from Benefit just to curl them up a little bit more. Then taking my brow gel from the Brow Gal to set my brow hairs in place. Now I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus, which is my absolute favorite setting spray. I always have a backup on hand. And I'm going to use this to set my face. And as I always say, if you don't feel like you've been hosed off, you probably have not sprayed enough. So once that dries, I'm going to go back in with my Benefit Roller Lash. And I'm going to give my bottom lashes a really good coat because I really want this eye look to be very dark down there. So I wanted to really coat those bottom lashes good. Then for lips, I'm going in with Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in Weirdo. Now, black lips are not an easy thing to wear, and they're also not an easy thing to apply. You need to be very precise about it because if you mess up black liquid lipstick, it's not the easiest thing to fix, and I can tell you that from experience. If it starts to bleed at all, it does get very messy very quickly. So just take your time when applying this because you just don't want to make too much of a mess. And that is it for this video. I really hope you guys liked this look. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't noticed, there's a little bit of a different setup in my room. I am getting ready to start doing a room tour and makeup collection. Just have a few more details. I need to get things hung in here. But we did some rearranging and I'm loving the space now. It is a third bedroom for us, so it is more than just my beauty room. There is an elliptical over here, which you guys can see in some videos. You can see like the little arm hanging. My elliptical is in here. My computer, it's kind of just like a multi-function room for us. But I do want to get on a room tour for you guys. But I really hope you guys like this look. I'm obsessed with it, which again, I always say, but I can't help myself. I have hazel eyes, a little bit of green in them. So I really like to wear red eyeshadow because it pulls out that green in my eyes. So I really like this. So give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.